and Cheese is at it. In regards, it seems like Hope said that when Cheese was getting kicked out or evicted, so to speak, she sent money, and Cheese is like, what money? And Hope is like, because I made somebody else send it, because when she's sending money, she don't send it in her name. And all these tribulations and all these trials and tribulation, people, in 2025, these things are still keeping. But nevertheless, guys, let's get into it. Let's see if I could unpack a few things out of this and see where and swoops and see where we're getting from here. Right, 1 second. All right, 1 second, guys. Right. So I want to give you guys a green screen, and we're gonna get into the people them business. Yes. All right. Let's get in.
Nobody. Please don't make Cheese cost me. Go suck out to no more that straw. Right, that's all. That is it. You know Cheese. Go suck out. Cheese and Adam go suck out to no more that blood clot straw. And that me say. That is it. You're not back down. From nobody. I have my blood clot 445. Me no broke down Cheese. Cheese your mouth blood clot, God. I pay him out your have. Right there, so. And nothing behind it, no substance. You have to walk a big on the internet. You can't man greedy and run gone left you again. And you have to run a big on the internet for people to put you up. Go away. Pull you out of bomb clot house. Pull you out of blood clot capture house. David Rotten Cheese. David Rotten Cheese. She brighten a blood clot. Cheese, look at this. Look at how I'm living, Cheese. I eat a madolo.
You do.
Cheese so gone back to Jamaica, man. Make sure go on, man. Right back to Jamaica. Fuck with me. Cheese fuck with me. Cheese. Them not tell us, I'm going to Donald Trump meeting. Cheese going to look on my page. Cheese. Plus wait, man. When she says she not get back no more money, she will you know what time it is. She not get back. No, man, I know how people start flying. Even get a blood clot. Remember, she soon come back again, you know. Remember, say that is she always do. Cheese get the biggest bring down for internet in America. You make batty boy put you up in a house and house and blood clot.
Shameful and disgrace of Cheese. Cheese got suck your mother. Cheese, me have five money gun and about 3 wheel for my blood clot shit and Ivan. Me I go give suck your mother. You think your picnic can come out nice like Ivan? You want to be Ivan is so bad. Suck your mother, your sick stomach like dog. Show we crackhead will lay down with you. Cheese show with the blood clot crackhead will live with you, eh? You remember when the man done a blood clot Spain box, you spit on you? You remember when them spit on you? Go find your strength somewhere else. Go find your strength somewhere else. You old damn vomit, girl. Go ahead. Now the thing couldn't never make blood clot all out the gang up on one woman. So couldn't matter you think me don't know the game plan? So couldn't blood clot, mother.
That was their problem. Cheese with blood clot ball. Hold on, give me a minute. Cheese, but they work the day, Cheese. I'm there work. Somebody said it to me and said they want to kick out Cheese out, the Cheese that cry. And when me look on the Cheese and see you in the house with your ears turned up so, like a spike, like them catch a fire, and you hear them go up to the ear, and me see her cry, and me come on the live. Yep. When the boy, they send you, when the girl, them do it with you, and when the boy said, when blood clot Jada Kingdom, send you the $500, as soon as him send you, me send my money to the person, me say, send it, go get her, oh God, me sorry, Pierre, or the batty boy, I deal with her. As bad as thing, we should cuss people upon you, but me never like it. Cheese, me give it to your Cheese. Me never you call me Cheese.
Sorry for my other
Here there. So Hope basically saying that when Cheese was down on her luck, she helped Cheese, and Cheese is like, what? You didn't help me, no lady, you didn't help me at all. And Hope is like, because she didn't send the money in her name, but she did help. So you're here for your good self. I'm not telling any lies. All the way at Careless Monday, forcing in the people's business.
And my blood clot for money gun them uncle belly girl, your body man son, ya me send it back.
Oh my God. When you calm down, then say violence. We are predict violence.
And are they robbing the child, saying that they send back the money gun because she and her bottom and son eat it? Really and truly, but isn't he a child? Oh, these anyways.
Look at you.
Yeah.
F1, them so we do violence over here. What violence?
Make a put F1 in our comment.
Yeah. So, yeah, them so we do. So, hold on. Let me go back to cheese. So, cheese.
What the live of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right, now calm down. Now, we calm down. So, cheese. When me see you, I'm a job a cry, and me see Jada come in, and Jada send you 500. Me send my money, just like yesterday. Me send my money for people who send to Jamaica. Me not send it myself. Me send it to somebody, me send it to Jamaica. Me send my money to your cheese. And listen to me, and you come out here to come argue with me. But cheese, let me tell you something, cheese. Me nephew, and you did there England together. And he called me and said, Auntie, send her something, then her the friend. Me now make you know who. Till you're dead, you now go blood clot. Know who. But hear me, I said to you, the thing. Go on a rub a girl. Go on a rub the girl when you open, you don't know. Because guess what, cheese? Me I run from ice, but you are run in ice. Don't make people bring you out here. You are run, cheese. Don't play it because you cuss everybody out here, but you come for the wrong blood clot one. This one have a badge where you come from. This one have a detective badge.
Yeah.
Don't come to me, go meeting with Donald Trump every blood clot month of Florida. Don't come, but let me show you something, cheese. Cheese, hold on, let me show you something.
So it seems like when Hope said that she has a detective badge, that means that she's basically saying that she will go and tell the police and the cheese. And you're gonna hear it for yourself, basically, because when she's saying that she's at meeting every time, I believe that's a governor for Florida or somebody running to be elected for Florida, and there's Hope right there with those folks. So basically, Hope is basically telling Cheese she have strong arm and she'll make her go home. That's the funniest and disturbing thing that, every day the black folks out here is called immigration on each other, and majority of them are not born in that country that they're sending out other people on. Think about it. If you're not born in a country, even if you're born in the country, do you have the right to everybody go and call immigration and say what? Is that okay? I am not sure. But anyways, guys, let's continue.
Don't play with me, cheese. You better go back in your blood clot hole where you did the cheese. Go back. Don't let you trick your blood clot.
Make them go and trick her because she might go hospital if you have the baby. No, make them go and trick her. She might go hospital if you have the baby and cock up her foot. And when she said Homeland Security turn up over her big thinking pussy. Make them go and fool her. Make them go and trick her. No say well away out here tricksters. Make them go and trick you, gringo. Gringo, make them go and trick you. Come on now, you reach over this side, you have the blood clot, tic-tac, you know nothing better to do. She send me back my 4 money gun to me, your Batman son done, you am the money. She send me back my 4 money gun. Burn back my blood clot, take money gun. Run it back, your chichi man blood clot son them yam. Run it back. You have too much mouth, you have too much hard mouth for your blood clot, big. Run it back. Send it bumbo clap back, big thinking pussy. And fuck me as a fuck to me. Send it back. Tinky dinky whole girl. Send it back.
Give them 1 minute. Look on it, make I show you. Look take off this. Look what his name. Brian Daniels. Look on it. Alright? Then come now. Watch this blood clot. Watch till it done. Watch this till it done.
This is what I'm talking about when Hope is at the rally.
That's the governor where run. Wait till it done.
See, I told you the governor that was running.
Yes. He's a common sense, highly intelligent, constitutional warrior who wants to make sure we keep our freedoms and yet make sure we can be even greater. He knows what this area needs, and he's
watch till it done.
He's going to make Florida great again. Seems a very smart fellow the first time I met him.
When I see the blood clot governor put me in a bomber clot ads. Wanna see it?
Yeah. Wow. See at the end. Not really at the end, I'm right there.
No, I mean, let me play it again. Let me play this blood clot again.
He doesn't get caught up in the government bureaucrat BS. He's a common sense, highly intelligent, constitutional warrior who wants to make sure we keep our freedoms and yet make sure we can be even greater. He knows what this area needs, and he's loyal to Trump, and we're going to be loyal to him. He's going to make Florida great again. See, you're very smart.
Right, that's it.
Yeah.
Florida great again.
Them Donald Trump say make America great, so she make Florida great.
Great job. I'll do everything I can, knock on doors, do whatever I can to get him elected governor. Be a great governor for the state of Florida.
I'm
out here today supporting Byron Donald at his campaign. I really like everything that he's been doing.
Listen what that woman has said. The next woman I got playing for me. Watch me the woman that got playing for me. Make Florida great again.
And was happy to see it.
I want to interject. Whatever Hope is playing right now, Hope believes she has a point. But if this man is a runner-up to be elected to be the governor of Florida, that means that he's not even in power. So he's trying to be the runner-up. And then second of all, majority of these governors that don't look like us will come out and tell all kind of lies, all kind of stories allegedly. Come out here and protest, shake everybody's hand. But as soon as they get in power and get in office, majority of these rules and legislation and all of these things that they do in there, most of the time it affect the black community. Because a lot of times when they're making rules and regulations, legislation and all, acts and all, a lot of times we're not at the table. We're at lots of the meetings, marching, doing all of this, rallying, everything, clapping hands, wearing shirts. But most of the times when these things are happening, we're blindsided. The wool is over our eyes. So whether or not you believe it or not, voting, yeah, it's good to vote. Yeah, it's good to do all of these things that you claim. But when it's those kind of legislation, acts, rules and regulation that comes in play at times, it doesn't benefit us at times. Yes? So we're going to be mindful that, yeah, we could be in part of these kind of things. But then when you really think about it, a lot of times there's rules and regulation out here. And at times it's not on the best of our side to benefit us. Maybe I'm lying, I'm not sure. But at the end of the day, guys, look it up, do your research, and then come back and tell me if I'm lying, yeah? And come back and tell me I'm a liar, to be honest. So when Hope is going to tell Cheese that she's with this guy, the runner-up to be governor in Florida, and this and that and this and that, I don't know. Is it relevant? I am not sure, because everybody already know that she's at the border and has no papers, like maybe 3/4 of Florida, to be honest, right? So I don't know what would be the difference. And then as gone to Hope, Hope said she's running from immigration and Cheese is running into immigration. And then Hope is telling her that she knows badge. So in other words, she knows cops, and it's more than one time Hope come out here and sing those kind of things. So if you're robbing someone, are you going to defeat someone? You're going to call the law, immigration, and who else? Not only that, they're saying that she should be mindful that when it's time for her to have that baby in the hospital, don't be surprised, or if she would be surprised, that immigration is over there standing up over her to come and lock her up in custody. Which is not far-fetched, because there was a story in the news that there was a lady, as soon as she had her baby, I guess they claim so she didn't show up in court, and as soon as she had her baby, they deported her and all of these kind of stories. So if all of that, you know what I mean? And if Cheese is really pregnant, like she claimed, then why argue and fight with these people and stress out the baby that's inside of you? I am not sure. But we see it day in and day out. When most of these mothers on the internet, when they're pregnant, the whole world and the baby shooking up, or they scream and they holler and they carry on, right? And as soon as they have the baby, they come out here again, and by the time you look 1 week, they're out here I am, not covered, like, oh, Jesus, all of these things, but it's neither here nor there. Yeah, but you guys know when I come to fasting the people in business, more time I'm going to say one and two things, but I don't know what Hope is doing again with the governor and all of that, so-called governor to be and all of that. Because when you really check the levels and a realistic borderline and the whole situation, Most of those rules and legislation and all those act and all of those kind of things that they put in place, most of the time doesn't benefit the black community. So the question with some people will ask, what are we doing? But I guess everybody have the right to do what they want to do, right? Anyways, because when they're gonna make all these kind of policies and stuff, and it doesn't work out in your favor, and it go against you on a whole. What can you say? But nevertheless,
100% Florida again.
Hear me and I say great
Yeah.
again. Me and the woman say,
Yes.
just suck on no more. Play with me. We have meeting next week.
here. So Hope is saying, make Florida great again, while the woman is in the background shouting, let Florida be great again. Right? Like how Donald Trump said, he wants America to be great again, and deporting everybody else at times that don't look like him or his wife that is an immigrant in the country. You understand what I'm saying? So these are the things that I'm talking about. So all of those things. So if Cheese already has immigration issue, what's the point of threatening her that you guys are gonna call immigration when there's many places in the states that if you ever call immigration they don't look. But we get to understand in Florida that they're scraping up a lot of people all over the damn place. Wow.
Here, make me sure. Bumbo clap, play with me.
Cheese, you the saddest blood clotting me see on the internet. You reach a England, you breed, you couldn't stay, you get shipped away. You reach a Canada, you couldn't stay, you get shipped away. You reach America, you're waiting to be shipped away. Go and fuck yourself and watch you all of the country. Them
Just
not
like
take your blood clot away from all. A national deportation. National everywhere she go, them just dip her so before she stay out of conflict and stay out of people blood clot.
No,
Me say if I did me would have shame too much blood clot place a dip. Yeah, what dippy? Yeah, dippy, sha? What the fuck are you? Everywhere you go bust a breed. Where you breed, suffer. Girl, how the fuck you breed, suffer. And not even one of them not 7 or blood clot 11 for say, mommy make me file for you help you. Girl, go sit down here, man. Go ahead. But your blood clot I call me, but you don't know nothing about it. You don't know me sit down and wait for you for say gifted. Me sit down and blood clot wait stink mouth cheese. Tinking pussy cheese.
So out of cheese, and so much of these people are on cheese as a scarred tissue. Say for example, okay, cheese, I'm sure cheese have her own people, I'm gonna curse for her. But if cheese is pregnant and all of these ladies cussing cheese, looking from in the public or looking from the circle, from out of the circle looking in, out of cheese and the bunch of people that are cursing the pregnant woman, who looks bad? Just asking, folks. I'm just asking because the way how black ladies nowadays is go about their pregnancy is dreadful, but it's not my business. Let's continue.
It's an echo say where?
I'm listening. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, hope.
Talk now, Indian, make yourself it a echo.
Yo. You go,
Oh, so it was gifted then.
We don't know.
So, cheese not live now and she make more boots
I
her up
don't
and stinking
know.
or diarrhea for coming a while, eh? And none of them now put her up. Cheese ask them for a shelter. Instead they come here and cuss. Ask them for a roof over your blood clot head. Boy, you're catching a people bomber clot house. You try to make sure you can get the people them the share of the blood clot rent to your inner. And you cock up and bomber clot rental bed said we. Oh, you gone in a bomber clot Batman house. Where Batman I tell you about capture land. And make Batty boy put you up. And then they sleep on Batty boy house in a palm furniture. Where be a batty boy a fuck man, covered furniture and a show off. You make stinking big links Lisa come hype you up to come show off on the batty boy the day. And big links no side the batty boy put you up. See that the following blood clot too there. Out of nowhere now the so-called capture house have landlord a call you say you have one day for bomber clot come out.
It's Careless Monday.
And batty cheese out of every
Exhausted, stick a fork in me. I am done. So I said instead of me coming with a content in the morning when I have to push out, I give you guys Careless Monday content. Go and reminisce on that. So if I don't cover the content in the morning, you guys will be good until you guys see me Tuesday, Wednesday with a great content, okay? We don't do this all the time, but more time when it's dreadful, be on us. We're fasting the people them business, okay?
Disgrace when me see them thick shit takaya upon the street. Remember me tell you girl, you're bring down at the biggest disgrace by internet. Batty boy put you up and put you out a house in America. You and your son all batty boy, you size up your son. You know see your next because ups coming son pub. I come fit on batty boy. You come like your home curse cheese. I be a batty boy.
That is not right. Big woman like Hope and the life too. And all of these people are big people. The little boy got straight A's the other day for a child that is new in America and went through so much stress. And we never really heard anybody give him a highlight like that. So I bat him when I put on the child name and I give him a highlight for big people like you guys. Oh, jeez. Like them say, birds of a feather flock together. And when you throw out powder on blackbirds and rainfall, they remain blackbirds, right? No disrespect, I'm just saying it's a child. Right? If you guys gonna rub the mom because she careless and she basic and all of that, rub the mom, bro. But then to rub the child knowing that the child is already suffering and struggling because of cheese doing, because if you're not straight in America, you cannot really grow and raise a child that much. That very thing, as in the way whole life is nowadays days, right? We understand that cheese wasn't even stable. And the best thing for the child was for the child to stay with the stepmother. But nevertheless, she said she wanted her child, and the child proceeded out of roughness, hardness. He came out with straight A's. Some kids won't even function in school, knowing that they're leaving a different country to a new country. You know, mom is always on the internet, baga, yassa, dessa, all kind of story. And the child went through all of that tribulation and came up with straight A's being valid. Come on, and you guys never even gave him that glory. So the only glory now you guys gonna say is give back the lion, give back the this because you're your body man's son, eat it, and know that your womb is cursed because now the little child is gonna end up being Batman. Really and truly, guys, that's not nice. That is not cool. That is not cool at all. I understand words, you know, hot words for hot words and words for words, but leave the child out of it. You know what I mean? If you guys want to rub cheese, rub her to scorn because sometimes cheese is careless as a mother. You understand what I'm saying? And we're not going to hold up our mouth and talk, but good God. You know what I mean? And if you guys have some mercy, again, you guys claim, say, she didn't have no papers, she always a beg, Batman kick her out, Batman put her up, she this, she that. Then if all of you guys bring her down some more, what does it say about you guys again? Think about it. So we gotta be mindful what we're all here doing. Yes, we cuss in the past and we carrying and we did the most. But at the end of the day, when you really think about it, is that the child been through a lot. I remember he's big enough now that he's watching the internet. So if you not rub cheese and just leave the youth out of it. That's the way I see it, because that little boy been through a lot, boy, rough as hell. But I guess he made to go through stuff, because I'm sure it's not the first roughness or the second or the last, especially when you have a mom in a country where there's no 9 to 5. Hustle them a hustle cream. They might do one and two here. One and two things. One and two. Usually back in the days we make one basket. But in real life now you need income and a steady income. Right? You can't be out here say, yeah, sell 1 and 2 cream, bleaching cream. That don't make it now in these time of life, in these time a type of life, this time a time in this life where everything is so expensive. You know what I mean? And when you have a child, necessity comes first. Food, a basic necessity of life, food and shelter. Even when you don't eat, at least if the child eat in the house, nobody don't know. And winter's coming, you know what I mean? So all of those kind of things. So when a child is going through so much with a mother, you know, that doesn't seem like, hey, in America, you have to try to have your foot down on the ground. Because if not, as you slip, you slide, like many of the situations that you end up in. And then not only that, show me a company and tell you who you are. Some of these careless and basic people that she surround herself with. Remember, you know, You cannot have somebody who has suffered more time around you at the same time that you're suffering. Sometimes both of you guys cannot succeed at the same time because one is drawing down one. One ready eye for one. You understand what I'm saying? That's why you have to pick and choose how you trod on earth nowadays. I'm not saying to act like you're better than people. I'm not saying you can't have a broke friend. But how long you gonna have that broke friend every minute the broke friend that borrow from you? Lend me, lend me, lend me. How long, bro? You know what I mean? So you have to choose your friends wisely nowadays days if you want to survive. Because sometimes God see you when you're struggling with someone, but at times God see you by yourself, bro. You got to carry your own sins, your own burden, because God did carry his own with his cross. You get it? With the thief and everybody else who was nailed up beside him, if you believe in that story. So we're gonna be honest. With cheese, bro. Like at the end of the day, some of them big carelessness, and again, you're pregnant again. Another mouth to feed, knowing that you're already struggling again. You understand what I'm saying? Like, what about birth control? Especially that you don't have your foot down in America. I wouldn't suggest abortion because I don't believe in abortion unless you're being raped. Somebody hold you down and rape you. Where you gonna go carry the kid? Enough people carry the kid like that. But I'm just saying, folks. You know what I mean? So I'll be out of my place to say, okay, get rid of the baby, blah, blah, blah. But if you know that you're already struggling, don't have a 9 to 5. Bleaching cream, once in a while, sell this, sell that. Then you guys gotta be mindful as women. Oh, I forgot. TikTok there, YouTube there, all kind of things, please. Amazon registry, please. I need this and that and this and that. I forgot nowadays they don't have the whole world on the hand and on the shoulder. In the palm of you guys, I know you guys have all of these aunties and uncles and make-believe sister and all of these things in the virtual world that they could send you all kind of things. And remember, nowadays days not everything glisten is gold. And remember, enough of these people, a lot of these people on the net will send you stuff, but not in good faith. It's not everything you take from people. Like, in other words, it's not every money is good money. It's not everything is good that you take from people. Sometimes people give you things with not good intention. Sometimes people give you things and all kind of things reach you. You understand what I'm saying? So more time, sometimes people struggle because of their own downfall, and sometimes people just struggle because they're just righteous out. Just at times have a little bit of ambition, but don't know how to go about it, right? Because we can't say she don't really have no ambition. That girl could do here if she could have steady on her feet with the hairdo. Because that girl could have her house and still have her little hair shop in that house and still make money. But what did she say in the past? That enough time they won't come and trust out her hairdo. Right? Again, you be home not doing anything. So if somebody just come and say, okay, give me a hairdo for half price, even if it's back to school now, you know how much kids want a braid do? Some people, in my country, they charge $150 and up to even braid hair for the youngest. Even if you charge $100, at least you're getting something because you'll be in the house not doing nothing. So half a bread, half a loaf is better than none. You understand? But I cannot phantom some of you black women out here wanna feel like body, breast, face, bleaching cream, teeth in goods. All of those things are gonna make ends meet. Those things are a hit and miss. In righteous life right now, you need a 9 to 5. Because if you have a work, at least you know if you're clocking, the next 2 weeks you get money. Right? You can use that work. You can apply for other things. You can apply for like a credit card. You're going to use up your credit card. You're going to pay it back on time. Them can increase your credit. Go on long as you have some control and go on. If you're not getting a look at your paycheck short this week, you can use your local credit card. When you have enough extra local money, you go and pay for your credit card. Because remember, if you're broke, you can take the money off of the credit card without maxing out the card. If you have one next card, you can use the next credit card, pay one next one till you can settle that bill. Like, there's so many ways. You can even pay the simple as minimum payment on the card. So there's ways to get around here more than come out and beg and borrow and thief and be embarrassment more time out here by like Hope said that she sent a little money to Cheese when Cheese situation arise, when the ABC people put her out of the capture house. So the question becomes, how can they put her up in a capture house when A, the house them never belonged to she, and B, the landlord never really know that people were living there? That's how I got the story. The story was an abandoned house, basically. So how can they evict her out of the house if the house never really belonged to them and it's the landlord that come and take off the door and put her out? How does that go? How does the story go? And again, how can you be living in a home in America in a capture place where you don't have permission from the landlord to stay there with a child? Make that make sense for me. So sometimes we're not think as mothers, bro. Sometimes you guys are not thinking as mothers. So sometimes some of these carelessness come through full of liberty of carelessness. I can't say it anymore. You understand? I just can't say it anymore. But nevertheless, Cheese and Hope is fighting and they're arguing, which I thought Hope done out of all of these things. And then Hope just over there again and I don't know. Anyways, I'm listening for myself. 1 second. You're there. So you guys know Cheese clap back, right? 1 second.
What are you there? Because she don't want to do nothing. She don't want to do nothing. That way you sell pussy and this and that. Oh God, don't even answer sell pussy. No, and she, that's what I'm telling you. She just want a debut. That's what I'm telling you. Say she should have called her name, bro. Can she first write my name in? Yeah, but we don't answer. We all ignore her. Everybody's on the phone ring. Just what she said. And she tell me say Jay call her. She tell me say Jay call her. And me tell her what happened in life. So go suck out your blood clot, mama. You want your mama did enjoy your parody.
You're there.
Under your stink and a rat no. Go look out for your dirty blood. Yeah, she said she's called her. She never called them. She a bigger dad. Tell her, hear that? And that's why I said I don't know why she never knew. I'll sit down and listen to this all grass man. Blood clot woman. Because we're not listening. We want to listen. Indian man here live with, you know. Before me go live with that girl, me rather go in a shelter.
You're there.
A man you live with. Dirty Indian. Man a fuck you. Dog a fuck you.
That's where you should have stayed until you get your foot on the ground. Because you have nurse in the shelter, dentist in the shelter, all kind of things goes on in the shelter if you know your rights in the shelter. You see what I'm saying? So all kind of things. So that's where you would get major your help because a lot of people in America are rightfully born in America and have no space in the shelter where most of you guys are not even paying taxes and have a space in the shelter. That's why the government and if Donald Trump, they come and don't give no funding and know these days and not giving any funding for most of those shelters because a lot of people are born in America, pay their taxes and all, and can't even get a seat in the shelter. So that's where you should have stayed until you get your foot on the ground. Not in an abandoned house where friends and families and foes are giving it to you. Because when they give you those things, you end up out here again, have to keep on moving. And you have to be, you know, a person, especially to keep that little boy in school and everything. You have to be stable. You understand what I'm saying? Moving up and down every minute, every minute, and the child not too long come in the country. It's uncalled for. So these are the things. So the best thing could have happened to Cheese was for Cheese to stay in the shelter, save up her money, even find one local job through the shelter, volunteer through the shelter until she could have landed herself a little job and all of those kind of things and see if things could have worked out for her better. Because sooner or later when she save up enough money, she could have get a decent place for her and her son, right? The more money, the more better. Right? The more money, the more stable you are, right? All those kind of things. But it's not my business anyway. I'm just giving my input like how I would do a content and give my input, right? No shade.
Yes, so, girl, but everything fucking another one, right?
You're there.
Just the underfold they are Brooklyn. Yo. I don't want to hear this. Turn off that. Yeah, we don't want to hear where I say, oh yeah. Cheese, you can't answer that one there. We all ignored for purpose. She don't matter. Get rid of the belly, because it's not a good time. Cheese, no boy. Just come suck.
See, I told you. You hear it? They told her to get rid of the belly. Is she really pregnant for true? I don't know, people.
Don't know, say me I breathe way when it's late. Now,
hear that?
You're a liar. Don't you fuck I feel like that, so we don't answer. Oh, the only
Yo, at time, black woman could be very careless, you know, people. We're not saying we're not careless at times, some of us, you know. At times we have a little bit of carelessness, like how we have Monday right now, carelessness, listening to the people mix up. But my thing is, I believe she says she has 6 children. You know, oh God, I can't phantom this. Why get herself pregnant and knock up now that you know the situation? Remember, say Belly now whole America again? Belly is now holding man, and Belly is now holding America again. Now, even not holding America, in other words, not holding immigration. Could you imagine? Oh, Father God. Anyways, in the continue, yeah, man.
I fuck them where your blood clot by. And them now go nowhere. That's the customer in the earth or mama. Just suck your mad, your bad gift. Be a blood clot, lay down, you lay down on the ground and fuck. In a real life. Them but them saying that it's not good. Check them over, you know. But suck your mama gifted in a real life. We not call that one thing like batty hole. You just don't get man. Liar tell from poor J Kingdom. J Kingdom, I'm mad the whole of me. They could advise me for go dash your belly anyway. Crazy. J Kingdom more late. When time, the big excitement at them time that J Kingdom knows say me a breed. Go suck your mother, girl. Yeah.
And how old is Cheese? Because if Cheese is in her early 40s, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, then she has a high risk pregnancy right there in front of her, and I carry on like that. Once you're in your 40s, guys, getting into your 40s or up in your early 40s, it's a high risk pregnancy. Come on now. Remember, that's why a lot of times black women end up situation. Remember, there's a big rate in America where a black woman died in childbirth and died after childbirth. Remember good, you know. Remember, we spoke about that the other day in regards of the Nisha situation. So if she's in her 40s, it's a high-risk pregnancy. So why come out here and bag and stress out the baby and stress out yourself if she's really pregnant? You see, these are the carelessness more time I can't phantom, but it's not my business. We're not perfect, but my God, man. Seriously.
People did tell me never tell J Kingdom. I never say to J Kingdom. Please don't argue with another pregnancy. Stop the life.
You're there.
Where? I told you don't give me that car bus. Call a girl name. We don't call me like an iron balloon of blood. Yeah, okay. Stop calling her name, no man. Rusty fuck gifted. I be a pussy you sell the blood clot. You shot them from your teeth.
You're there.
Your whole condemn.
You're illegal prostitution.
Jeez, can you stop? We don't answer her, bro. I'm not gonna tell you how I said it to you. When I say it to people, I don't send it in my name. Yourself, can you never send it in her name? I know I like to so good. Stop yourself, you are back cash.
Hey, you hear I told you. So Hope is basically saying she's a big baller. When Cheese the other day had her situation, Hope claims that she was at work, got the memo that Cheese is being evicted out of the abandoned house or whatever house it was. So she sent the money, and Hope is basically saying she sent money to that Jamaica the other day and she don't send it in her name. And she sent money for Cheese when Cheese was in need and she never sent it in her name. Cheese is like, nah, lady, you're a Pinocchio, you're a liar, in other words. So this they're fighting over really and truly. I'm not sure people, I'm only guessing because the way they keep on mentioning some money part, it must be because of this now. But anyhow. You're there.
Cheese. But she move her blood clot, she said no money than anybody else. Just say she not send it in a fair name. Cause she too fucking loud.
See, I told you guys.
What is your
so look like a that bun cheese. No, sir. Hey.
And still now make her head out. Pity the poor blind girl, she begging her fuck. This one just, we don't listen to that one. We tell her to stop calling her. We just ignore her. At her when you ignore her. I tell you. Just ignore her.
In 2025, I tell you.
Outada. Mad. Why you not listen to me like they got big disgrace from me, brother? Everybody want it because of blood clots, subcocky, Batman, Blondie. I say everybody want involved in a watch out at everybody. Watch out at everybody.
Because that's what you guys are from day one and fighting a gang. So that's why she's gonna add everybody. Right?
Yeah, me no want hear who shut dog? Nobody can speak for me again. That is the one where I tell you for the call her name. Can't give you the light story them right now. That the biggest number they're ever gonna get 131 people, and that is Hope highlight of her day. ICE is really looking for her. She's supposed to self-deport. She has 3 warrants in New York City.
Here, like what I said earlier, like Hope said earlier, she's running from ICE and she's running to ICE. So hear what this lady's saying now. Basically, don't want to call her name now, claiming that that Hope's supposed to self-deported because she has warrants all over. To be honest, couldn't remember the places now.
She has bigger problems. I'm not answering none of the rest of the motherfuckers on there because they don't make no sense. May all and favor one. Because I know everybody fucking story. Who I suck pussy and I cry and come and TikTok act like them and good as been half time. Gone in a box. Mr. Like the cheese, they just did what? Get them money, just give them some numbers, cheese. Well, me I live comfortable and I love for me catch, but me not catch. God not gonna make that happen. And nobody did make me pay my rent for coming here, so I'm a good. Yo, they gonna wait until this lady pass out on the fucking line. Yeah, the fuck baby daddy. When I hurt me, up stay body. If she stay bad, all the things are not brand. I'll be a brand in there. I think some of the people them close. Her foot big, no blood. I know what time is from her. There is a big stinking old girl. I just the truth. Watch her. She never blood class stay good yet. Watch her. Only by your age, I still get arrested.
You're there.
For steal from store for $63.56.
You're there.
$63.
So Hope really will go in a store for go steal something for 60 something cents and get locked up for say. I don't believe that. Now waste my time with it. You guys are big on you. Yeah, we're gonna laugh. Well, anyways, let's get to the next big soca. This is Careless Monday before I fall asleep, right? Shebada call for CDA after Annie and her kids to be canceled from the app. They get to understand, this is big and careless. We get to understand that Annie's daughter, Mika, said something about guy try to do something to her anus. And it's like the internet blow up. I don't know one pit. It's like one bag of episode of Careless in one generation of ginger generation. I just don't know where to begin when it comes to Annie. But if you have a mother like Annie, who proudly come out and talk to Sister Regan Paul, who proudly have a video out there where man a video or an F or like porn video, who proudly come out here and change man more than how them change them clothes, who proudly do all of these kind of things, then you can't expect the tree to fall far from the tree. The fruit will fall far from the tree, and you can't expect a lot of times that the children will hold up their head because the little girls like that see that their mom suffer like that. No school, no college, nothing, nothing of that sort. Just man, everybody want to get it in, and all the time they want to get it in from mother and children and child. And we can't hear until now anybody preaching safe sex or STD tests or anything of that sort. Nothing of that sort. Just beer. Holy shit, brother. I don't know where the black race have gone. But nevertheless, people, let's get into it.
Microwave
What? 1 second.
You're gonna take it tonight, cause it's gonna be on screen recording.
Human rights and injustice.
Shebada, no go and listen.
I just said him something because I don't know me I say about human rights and injustice part. Yeah, CDA now work. CDA not working. They are not working.
If that was in my country, the little girl that is underage, the children is would have come and pack her up and take her up, to be honest, because the things them that Annie do on the internet is it's unbelievable. But what can I say? Those are the people that you guys claim hype and them have the views and all of this. These kind of bag of carelessness. The worst part for me was when Annie got the $500 from that boy, and the next couple of days or a couple of weeks you see Mika with that boy. It's almost like she trafficked her daughter. Almost. And I was like, wow. I was troubled. But it's not my business, right?
CDA coming like TikTok and one film. A big case them go from.
You understand?
Yeah. CDA not working. CDA not working. That is why most of the kids can be
taken away.
that word there. You understand me? And no come out there because CDA ain't working. CDA isn't working. You can't have a mother like that on the app being very destructive to her generation. And who not step in and teach her a lesson. Calic one not pick them, man. Calic one not pick them if I give a red hands. Calic somebody. Yeah. Honestly, she just stated that her kids, they have been bullied, they have been this, they have been that.
And all of that. And what is so troubling again, Annie claims that she was molested, and Annie big daughter says she was molested, and then now Mika said she was molested and at one point, and then Annie come out and say that she now cut her wrist all this time, and then one time Mika came out and said that she used to cut up her hand. So the kids are troubled, bro. You know, all the yeah, blah, I don't know. Oh, I only could ball out all the black race. I swear to God. Some troubling things that goes on around here, you know, and you guys are out here watching this nonsense instead of rebuke some of these people in the name of the Lord. Because if you guys were running away Annie from a long time and make her know, say, yo, you're too big and careless, change up your life when it comes to the youth, them, she couldn't carry on every minute, brother. She couldn't, but you guys continue to give her all of this kind of money. Thank you, God, that I don't want no money, so I'm not building no TikTok page from nobody. And I will never come out here and sell my soul because I want views and likes. Really and truly, people, you guys have to do better, man. Takes a whole village to raise a child. And you guys see what Annie's been doing out here for so long. And oh my God.
That and I pity them now come back on the app until them are 100,000 years. And what happened? What happened? She wanted Shay to look so bad. What happened? When she see now going in her favor, everything gone back to normal and it's not even 24 hours. What happened?
It's terrible, guys.
It's not even 24 hours. And everything gone back to normal. That lady is cursed. And I need a sturdy case of exorcism. She cursed, you know? Want to take everything for joke.
And then when does the children them have a right to privacy? Did Mika tell the mother that she was okay for her to come and talk about her molestation? I don't get all of those things, right? And then for Shebada, I've been on Annie for a very long time because I remember when Annie and Shebada argued, Annie was dumb enough to go argue with Shebada in her uniform when she was working at the hotel. And Shebada is the one who made her lose her job. So sometimes when you see all of them something, you can't even say that more time Annie too big and careless at times because she was working her honest bread before she come on TikTok to beg. And then Shebada did make her lose her job because I believe everybody believed that, okay, when you rub me, you could say anything about me and I don't rub you back. And sometimes you rub someone and someone's skin is not thick enough. So all when them they work now, they will rub you back. So making her lose her job never called for. But what can I say? You see what I'm saying? Some people know these days, I see him, so another person threatened me that I was going to lose my job from one end to the next. And like you guys know, still working at my job for the longest time. You even get a big raise the other day. So me just a laugh. Kiss me teeth on pass. Because it depends on where you're working. Some people work at some place where you have to go through angles and bangles to let them get fired. And some people work at one place, one phone call and them done. See what I'm saying? That's what we always say. School man, school man, school, college man, school man, school. You get me? Hard for you to be fired at times. Depends on the job you're doing, right? Let's unpack.
And it is cursed. And it cursed from the crown of her head to the sole of her feet. And it is cursed.
My God.
Me never know so that me say and you remind me of Judgment Day.
You're there.
And you remind me of Judgment Day. And you remind me of the locusts where I eat up the plant. Yeah. And I bite up humanity. And you remind me of Judgment Day.
Sad.
And you can't tell me say she never born in a Pharaoh time when Israel did want to come from under Egypt. No, for true. And a Bible story, you know. And it is Bible story.
It's troubling.
No, it's true. And it is judgment day. Don't quick for put Annie in her place. I all this going to use the inside voice for too loud. I want black here who you slap. Hey girl, me don't know nobody from that community here. So go and make up your blood clot story. This squad got this stinking blood clot girl and her friend. I come round me yard to find out that which part me live.
You're there.
Hey girl, I chop up on a blood clot. Me make sure some report uno. Put it down in the government book. So the go and make girl frightened upon blood clot social media. Because I'm ready for one uno. Zozo, and it's wickedness. A wickedness. You don't believe me? And Annie there with that orange pit of them. You see the one little time Annie did her daughter to Jaden backseat. She and Jaden body ugly. Come here, but we never talk about this yet. Then you.
And she never know Jaden not even a short time, and then she came out and said believe that Jaden thing couldn't stand or it stand or some of that sort, and I'm like yuck. You know what I mean? Because Jaden never were up on the app like what they claim say he's on the app or on the toll or whatever you guys call that shit. Nobody would look at Jaden. And yo, some of these little girls nowadays they have no self-control, no ambition, bro. Because what would make you now get your mom get the money from Jaden and then you hitch up underneath Jaden and Jaden said, no, I didn't do anything to her. I didn't sleep with her, I didn't sleep, and then you come out, oh, his thing this and his thing that as a little young girl. You know, and when they call her what cray, this and that, I'm like to myself, look at that, no, look at that. The mom to be blamed and you to be blamed. And then when they beat the mom some more, Annie said that she begged Mika not to talk to Jaden, and Jaden go ahead and Mika go ahead and talk to Jaden. Because look how because the way how you set this, the way you operate around the kids them, the way that you pick up all these kind of men that don't make no sense for you or make no sense towards the youth them, bro. Like you know no ambition, like I don't know, bro. I don't know where to begin, bro. Like I don't know where you guys like I can't I don't even know what like yo as a mother you grow as a man. No brother. When they told Annie about when Ivani played a thing to Annie, for her to hear about the anal something, Annie wasn't even in a rage. Annie had a smirk on her face. I was troubled and disturbed. I'm saying, oh my God. Instead of the kids them come talk about school and what they want to be, them out here ride out penis college. Ghana anus college. Could you imagine? Young girl like that. Right? Young girl like that. I make video talk about how guy kiss and kiss and kiss and kiss, and the guy kissed so much she thought that she was gonna get she was gonna get oral sex. Oh, them something for a little girl. But you know what? Because there's no boundary and there's no rules, and then Annie talk to her kids them like it's her sisters, and the sister them talk to Annie like these kids them talk to Annie them like Annie is your friend outside. So when you have children, you don't set any boundaries, and then when you have children again, and then the children then become your friend and not you the parent, it's troubling and hard to control them, right? Like I'm not saying people's children are all perfect. You know, children do the darnest things, especially when you're not around. But my God, man, right? We got to be mindful of all of these things that's going on, right? So anyways, let me drop this little part and kiss my teeth and pass. So basically, Shebada is basically saying that they should call CDA and Annie's kids and on her. 1 second. Listen.
Take it up and post it for them page.
Listen.
Don't tell the woman that she shouldn't have all right for cuss because it's a vlogger post it.
Okay.
If Tonya didn't say what she say, what will the vlogger add to post?
When did I have to screen record at the end of the day?
And post, and that me I say now, say, I can't understand with that situation. But what the that cause Jaden say not talk back to him, and when we did that ad pan live, you and him look like we're gonna become friends. So after that now, I told them wanna start cuss again.
No, me not today. Me start from what you mean him like me just avoid each other. My cousin say what me I say turn down for me. They say me set her up.
Listen.
Oh, God.
Come for some.
Why, Mika? You done gone bad already. Hope you. Hey, dog shit. What is it?
Hello.
I scam somebody else tomorrow. Not today.
Eating.
You're talking about live, Mika.
You're talking about live.
No, I did not talk anything on live. I'm talking about my story when I post.
So you see? So she's pretending that she doesn't know what they're talking about. They asked her, did they post it on live? Even if you didn't post it on live, you posted on a video on YouTube. So live, whatever it is, you never come live or not, you still had it on YouTube that everybody knows running with. Right? Saying something about anal and all of that. And the little girl was so ashamed and embarrassed till she said, play without me on the line. So whatever you don't want to be out there, like I would tell my children, don't put it on a video because you can't take it back. Could you imagine? Look what innocent her face is. No school, nothing. No job, nothing. Just man, till she reach her anus. Oh, the mother, you to be blamed because you're big and careless as a mother. We can't beat you cold-heartedly, because you went through your own trauma as what they say. And they said most of the time, 60% of women that get molested at times, their children end up going through the whole disaster of that situation. But you say your daughter, that happened to your big daughter, not the one that don't live with you, the one that you bring down red ants with. And then you said that happened to you, Annie, and now you claims that this happened to her. So who else, if you're not careful, you have little Zoe. And they claim Zoe's already burning weed and on video with boy, and Zoe's young in conversation with big people already. So I be a man, nan. You know where they get that from? You, the mom. Because I've gone to you for you to survive. You were on the pole, up and down. So the kids, them, apple don't far from the tree. I will not beating the little girl because she's a child and children live what they learn. But at times they live what they learn, but at times children manifest and say, you know what, the careless life that my mom lived, I ain't gonna live it. But how can they? They don't have no choice. Right? And the worst sin on earth more time is hungriness, the way I see it. Other than the 10 commandments and all of those other sins out here. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, da. I think one of the biggest sin out here when it comes to black folks is hungriness and poverty. Because poverty make people do the darnest thing. Is that something to be blamed or just to blame the mom, how she big and careless? To be honest, so this is the episode of Mika anus come out drastically. And the mom is pretending that she doesn't know what's going on. And when the mom heard the story, until now that we can't hear that the mom said, okay, Mika, I'm disappointed, nothing of that sort. She have a grin on her face, like that's something that she practiced as well as a mother. Could you imagine? Kiss me teeth and pass one big ass carelessness on a Monday, yeah.
So people must say, me have the video when she says that pan live.
See there?
There's a voice note.
You're there.
I video when the time she said, me at a first time I say somebody push.
Mute me.
I can say if somebody push something and you jump up and whatever. Oh yeah, echo, lock your car door.
God.
Drop the window.
Yeah, I say mute
What?
Oh,
I can't hear what she said.
Oh, Shafi ear.
You said him push it in your butt.
And what is troubling and disturbing for me? The mother Annie. Mika is young, Ivani is young. Ivani have no good trait within her. And you're discussing your daughter downfall with somebody worse in a sex nastiness more than she. Make this make sense, mothers. But you know what? Birds of a feather flap together. And if Ivani claims that she sell front more than one time and you used to sell front, then why not come and discuss your daughter downfall with Ivani? No shade, people will not hold on with mouth and talk. Some of them women are no levels breading. No like, come on. How's your little girl gonna learn past this and try to move on when at them hey, ba. Not my business anyway. These are the hot ones and the ones that you guys claim that have the numbers and the views and all. Black folks, we're going down the drain now. What's going on here all here with these black ladies? I'm not sure.
And you push him off. I said no voice note.
You're there.
When you said pan live, cause you will let them myself on it, me have the video. Send me video me see them. Since me
YouTube.
You're there.
So
she
what
say?
the conversation was about?
No, I know too, because I don't remember.
You're there.
Evidence, so I remember things. I don't remember nothing.
Vani, tell them the truth.
And she's so young. They have to show her evidence because she don't remember what she put on YouTube. So are they just getting up and putting stuff on YouTube just for the money? Just to get the views? Or at times... Only person to be blamed, again, like I would say, would be the mom. And I set no rules and regulation in the house, as you can see. Oh God, Annie, your girl children are fade in front of you, my girl. Wake up, bro. The little girl I'ma lose it in front of you, bro. Oh my.
Show me a video. Send it for me Instagram or me TikTok. But I didn't watch one video when you say.
Since my story time, I say.
You're there.
I lip them big in guys, when I don't watch my lip them because I like chat about my lip them. Me I go
Look what people money gone. Look at the lip them.
Me Instagram or me TikTok. Yeah, send the video. Me come. What is the story? Like you little girl that break, man. Baba T. One more.
Of course, people can give her a break, but she's not supposed to be on the internet doing no nastiness like how you out here nasty. We're tired of black girls being nasty. We want black girls to be productive nurses, doctors, and the list go on. We don't want them to be porn stars out here. Because a lot of people used to rap on pole like Cardi B and all of them girls there. Them take up relationship, marriage and all. And claim to them out here rap and I do honest birthday claim. A lot of women that used to go on pole and do all kind of things and have buttocks implant and breast implant. Them, most of them I take out them things there and I go on the right route. So it's only you guys out here now that are come talk about vagina first. Doesn't work that way. Right? You don't want to go to school. We need her to go to school. You don't want to really do anything for yourself other than take the people their money and do all kind of nonsense that you claim and say that you're the hottest thing out here. And all of this, we want the little girl to strive. So yes, we can give her a break, but she needs to be told and encouraged to go to school and find something else, other topic other than man. We're not knocking you, because you whatever you want to do yourself. But there's other chances out here. If you fail, make another black child read somewhere. If you don't want to do anything with yourself, let the little girl realize nowadays days on a front out here only. It's not the last option, because selling front out here, being sexy, out here with big breasts and big body and all of that, I'm going to come and give you guys a story about a slave, a lady that they had in cages, bring her to the museum and everything, and the only thing was fun and fond of her was her big breast and her big booty and her big lip. You want to forget, hey, some of these things that you guys are all here doing, man, you guys remember the history. Hey, so I want to come out here and talk. I just reserve a lot of things and keep it within myself. Because sometimes you come out here, come teach some things, and people will come out here and say, possible, you're insulting them. So you got to be mindful how you come out here and say some things. But these big lip and big breasts and all of these kind of things, I'm going to come on and pat the story and pat that content one of these days and show no what all of you guys out here doing nowadays days and think it's all sexy, is beauty. It's not. It's an insult to the big bum and the big breast slave who they used to beat and carry her out here like an animal. Don't worry. I'll come back another day with that content, man. Don't worry. I'll come back. I'll come back with that content. And remember, when they were doing all of those things to her, it wasn't fun and joke with her. It wasn't. It wasn't fun and joke with her. So we really need Mika to read somewhere instead of come out here with anus problem now. We already heard Shenseea come out here and say the one thing she wanted to try in the bedroom was anal, and she had to take it back and beg people, I want the videos to come down because of my son and my son. And remember, Shenseea claims that she's a big superstar out here. All in a movie, her song reach. And she want the anal rhetoric that she shout out here want to be gone. Much as this little girl, but in a poverty, mother in a poverty, siblings are in poverty, and she gonna anal already. That makes sense for me. So yes, we can give her a break, Miss Ivani. You can set no example out here. We still need her to smart up and read somewhere. We don't want the next Ivani out here, or we don't want the next Pum Pum seller out here, because it's not helping you guys out here at all. No front selling out here not making any sense out here, because at the end of the day, we need black girls and black boys to read somewhere. Like everybody other ethnic background children. Huh? Come on. Flight attendees, all of these kind of things. Look at the little girl the other day what big body in a tennis player. Ain't all of these kind of things. There's so many things out here for little black girls. But the only thing we should encourage Mika is to do is just man. No, man. It's not right.
Oh, see what somebody. Let me see what. My story time was.
You're there.
About virginity.
Listen, she's talking about how she lost her virginity. What would make a young girl like this go on YouTube and talk about how she lost her virginity? You remember what the big sister said? The big sister said a lot of times when she was with her mom, she had to take all kind of different man to make sure she have the money to give her mom. And I will say allegedly, because sometimes the daughter is mad that maybe she will say things about her mom, but it's not true. And at times when you look at the situation, you have to believe it. And not only that, again, one time, Chanel and her cousin Chanel said, I was in the room with Tajay and the other one with Red Ants. When she wasn't with Red Ants at the time, did have fear, like a boyfriend in the room. I remember Andy said that boy, and boy, this. And she was in a room with her boyfriend. And then she begged the guy for Anna to come and stay there with the boy. So mother there on bed and children there on floor with man. That's why the kids are like this. No shade, Annie. You're big and careless, bad. Seriously. Oh.
I don't know, I can't speak well. So no, I don't don't put it on it.
No, but Mika, they out there and it we are talking about.
Yeah, they know. You see? You guys watch it, but I don't want to see myself. So she embarrassed after the fact. So can you put out, when I lost my virginity on YouTube now and I'm telling people don't play it, you don't want to hear it? Should be ashamed of yourself. What's wrong with you, little girl? And you the mama, look at her up there. Oh.
I go play. Me nah play, baby girl.
Pause the line, Mika. Pause your one.
But she's not going to play it.
You jump.
I jump.
Listen now.
Feel some type of way if you understand. I wait then. A little bit into my world.
Listen. Look how she young and innocent looking.
So guys,
and don't send the video out to my mom. Watch your mom face. Look at the mother's face. You don't see nothing yet. Let's unpack.
Welcome back. But I check that one content. And you're going to get content a lot. But at this moment, it was a job like peace, because I don't have Wi-Fi coverage. So let's get into it. So now me and this guy was dating for 2 years. And over the 2 years, we was not like doing nothing.
Give me a second, yeah? Give me a second. I'm going to talk to someone in my house for a second. And you know, I'm going to put on mute. Because right is privacy. Yes, we have to have privacy more time in our home. Give me a second.
All of the video, it was just like kissing and talking and stuff. So, me and my young man, in love. I was in love with this guy. Before now, he take with his wife, and then something with his wife. So, you say, as I made it, the wife tell me, say, oh, I'm saying,
that's how some people, I don't know why. They're going to fix it. They're going to fix it. Watch. They're going to fix it. Don't worry. They're going to fix it.
Oh, wait.
Let me check my kids. Let's start down to. I should have learned my lesson. So, basically, you didn't know, I'm start kissing me chest, go straight down.
Listen.
Start kiss. I'm a certain thing, say, well, we're eating up. That poor kiss, nobody, certain things, so we're going to get my eat.
Could look at the mom's face and the smirk on the mom's face. Look a girl like that in my kiss, and she thought she was gonna get oral sex. Listen to this little girl. And look at the mom's face. That's what happened when you're out here proudly talk about your dance and pole. And that's when you're out here proudly walk up with all different kind of man. This is a product of it. Your daughter out here now basically selling sex almost. Yo, what wrong with them little dirty people, yeah? Seriously, I just say, oh my God, what is this world gone to? Oh, the black race. Anyways, you're there.
I didn't get no eat. This truck, don't really truck there.
My daughter ever.
Anyways, I didn't get no eat. Me neither no.
My daughters could never. Serious, man?
I'm going to your life, yeah, can I say that?
Auntie Elma already out there.
I want to be. So, I never see a dog. I never see a tully before. I'm not going to say them the way I kind of thing I watch. I never see a tully before. So, the first time I see a tully, I was like, tully.
So she never see her rated like a penis before, right? Okay, continue.
I wonder where it's going, and I didn't watch certain things. I don't know what I watch. I didn't watch those stuff.
So in other words, she has said she never watched porn before. So he would be her first porn, her first sight, her first everything. Listen.
It's just a new experience for me. Start now, and then you just start push up on the body.
You hear?
Stop listening now. Watch out, them put rid of. Give me that while laughing about it. But I put rid of sometimes today.
Listen now. You hear?
Well, it just confirm Annie, so she said.
Do you see?
Play to it.
I agree. That's in an anime.
Play, look a bit past that. Look a bit.
Play, wait there.
Look a bit past that, yeah. Let's have a bit past that.
That's pushing it all. Run off like that. I said, yo, what you do?
So her first time for her to have sex with that guy, he tried to push it in her bum. And she had to jump up and get up after he pushed it up in her butt. This little thing that this is what this little girl came on the internet to tell. How I lost my virginity. So you lost your virginity with your vagina that day plus your anal that day? Both sides? Oh my. Wow, mommy. Yikes, mama. Oh my. The black woman product. Really and truly, Annie? It's troubling, disturbing, but what can I say? Listen.
Yo. I'm going to say sorry. It's like... Like, literally, I was in the mood, so I was just like... nigga, come on, like, it's a section start like again. Leave back in there, say, position. Yeah, but soon, because she learned taking time to clean you back.
You there?
And I feel it, and so we start back up. I never make them start back up. As they push it back up. I'm pushing back up. I was like...
You're here. And then after she was in the mood, and then they start kissing, and then he put it back in, and she start back up. Because remember, Ivan was trying to say possibly it was rape. But if you put it back in and she like it and rate it, because that wouldn't even be rape, that would be called sodomy. When you have somebody in your bum without their permission, isn't it called sodomizing? Or you sodomize somebody? If you use an object in someone's anal, it's called sodomizing. Sodomize. Right? So her first intake of losing her virginity is this. And look at the mumma. Can't call these mothers, Look at the mumma. Or the mummer. So I think society nowadays days need to do a check if some of these mothers should have children out here, to be honest. And then they put this money and then they add him to the life, I believe. All of that. In people, all of this thing. Listen now.
Alright.
Look
But
at her
and
face.
even if she didn't want to lock him up, she could have locked him up
See?
because after a while she said she
I heard words.
like end up. Morning,
Hold on there, that she said?
Eh? What's that, honey?
That part the way you say, that she said?
Of course, that's what she said.
She said when him do it, she draw out and say, where are the brother? And him say, sorry.
Bro, they got suck your
But
mama,
then
bro.
after that and them talk about it, he end up push it in back again and she end up did I get like it. But me I say even if she didn't want to lock him up, I said she tell a story and she a smile. And that what she said, it I just used to say, okay, she know about it, she end up like it. Because from the first go, she should have just cut, but she a laughing at the video and a smile while I tell the story. So maybe it's not funny to her, but she just put on a smile. So if police will use it, said that can't use in a court because she like it. And then she go talk it, say, him put it back again.
I told you.
So
Oh,
it's just
sir.
one of them.
What a disgrace, pan Judge Alan. No, sir. And you should be you should be ashamed of yourself. But what can I say? I'm gonna go and run the app, yeah? Devil's playground. Go and tell the kids them some more out here. Yeah. These are the role models in the black community. These are the role models. Yeah. And when our children them disappear now and gone up in a sex trafficking and all of these things now, who to be blamed? Because look at all of these kind of things now. Eh? When that little girl go do all of those kind of video on the internet now, don't you send predator your way? When you have the kids on the internet so loose, don't you think that people will go and bother them and harass them like you said that in the past, or they used to bully them and harass them and all kind of things? So, Annie, you not learn. Anyways, folks, I'm going to go to sleep because I got to rise early in the morning. This will be you guys Monday, Tuesday content, yeah? I'll catch you guys in the week with a proper content. But on Mondays nowadays days, I'm going to come now to maybe give you guys 1 and 2 mix up. But every day possible, like if I come on, not every day, I mean literally every day, but when I come on the next time or come on more time, it's always aiming for a content. Okay, guys? Have a wonderful night. Don't forget to pray. Keep the devil away. And remember a chapter a day. Keep the devil away and the said speed. We always have to give God thanks at the end of the day. We also have to pray for him to give us the mercy, the glory. Okay? The peace. And all of that come nowadays days on earth, living with mankind. So dreadful and wicked and deceitful. Okay, guys? So until we meet again, peace and love.